looking into a picture going around online. It claims to show a screenshot of a 2002 episode of The Simpsons. Well, last month, President Trump did just that with the King of Saudi Arabia and the President of Egypt.
The Simpsons is apparently just a simple satirical sitcom about a yellow-skinned family in a fictional town. But over 3 decades, the show has gained an eerie reputation for accurately predicting the future time and again. From predicting wildfires to economic crises and even shocking insights about public figures, The Simpsons has an eerie way of blurring the line between fiction and reality. And now, their scary predictions for the year 2025 have started to surface as well.
The mission leaves in 10 years. I'll be 18 and I'm going to Mars.
As we navigate 2025, whispers about their uncanny foresight grow louder. With each passing day, more of their predictions seem to leap off the screen and into our headlines. Strap in as we explore 17 of the scariest predictions The Simpsons made for 2025, and the chilling ways they're already coming to life. 17. Elon Musk's Mars ambitions. Did The Simpsons call it? Elon Musk's dream of colonizing Mars feels like the ultimate sci-fi ambition, but it's one that The Simpsons envisioned years ago. In the 16th episode of the 27th season titled The Margian Chronicles, Lisa and Marge participate in a program to become the first settlers on Mars.
We're preparing to launch the first privately funded manned mission to Mars.
The episode humorously explores humanity's obsession with interplanetary life, but it also strikes an uncanny chord with Musk's very real SpaceX plans. Musk has repeatedly stated his goal of landing humans on Mars by the late 2020s, with long-term plans to establish a self-sustaining colony. As of 2025, SpaceX has made significant strides, including advancements in rocket technology and preparations for manned missions. The Simpsons episode's depiction of interplanetary trials, conflicts among settlers, and the unpredictable challenges of Mars life feels oddly prophetic. Could The Simpsons have foreseen the rise of Musk's Mars mania? While the show exaggerates the chaos, the underlying questions it raises about survival, ethics, and humanity's future resonate deeply as Musk edges closer to making his Red Planet dreams a reality. 16. The Simpsons' eerie prediction of Pope Francis's death. Among The Simpsons' most chilling predictions is a subtle nod to the death of Pope Francis. In a blink-and-you'll-miss-it moment from an older episode, a gravestone appears in the background with a cryptic inscription hinting at the passing of the current pope in 2025. While this might seem far-fetched, the pope's health has been a topic of concern in recent years. The gravestone's appearance, combined with The Simpsons' knack for nailing major events, has fueled speculation that they foresaw his demise. Fans have pointed out the show's track record with religious and political leaders, adding weight to the theory. As rumors swirl about the Vatican preparing for potential leadership changes, the gravestone's eerie message lingers. Whether coincidence or clairvoyance, The Simpsons continues to blur the lines between satire and prophecy. 15. The zombie apocalypse. When consumption consumes us. It's hard to imagine a scenario where your favorite fast food joint becomes the catalyst for the end of civilization. But The Simpsons has a knack for taking the absurd and making it unsettlingly believable. In Treehouse of Horror 20, a new burger recipe from a Springfield chain has some rather unhealthy side effects, turning residents into flesh-hungry zombies. At first, it's classic Springfield chaos. Homer obliviously scarfing down burgers, hilariously ignoring the warning signs, and soon the entire town is overrun by zombified neighbors chasing their next bite. The comedic episode packs a deeper message. Consumerism and herd behavior can turn us into metaphorical zombies, long before the undead start roaming the streets. It's a sharp critique of society's addiction to trends, convenience, and blind consumption. Fast forward to the real world in 2025, and the parallels are chilling. Consider how social media trends spread like wildfire, often leading to irrational behaviors. In minutes, misinformation about a product, a shortage, or a health craze can send people into a frenzy. Remember the great toilet paper shortage of 2020? Now imagine a similar situation triggered by something far more consequential: tainted food or a viral contagion. The episode's exaggerated zombie outbreak starts to feel eerily plausible, not as a supernatural event, but as a cautionary tale of what happens when critical thinking is abandoned. In 2025, public health crises remain a pressing concern. With foodborne illnesses, viral outbreaks, and antibiotic-resistant bacteria on the rise, even a small lapse in oversight could trigger widespread panic. The Simpsons' take on mindless consumption reminds us to remain vigilant and informed in the face of societal trends. Because in a world where a single viral video can spark mass hysteria, the real danger isn't the walking dead. It's how quickly we abandon reason for convenience. 14. Flying cars. Soaring into a new era or spiraling into chaos. Flying cars have long been the poster child of futuristic dreams. Every sci-fi movie promises us a sky teeming with hover vehicles, zipping between skyscrapers and eliminating gridlock. The Simpsons, of course, took this concept and gave it their signature comedic twist. In the episode Future Drama, we see Bart and Lisa navigating a chaotic adult life in a Springfield, where hover cars are commonplace, but far from perfect. In one particularly hilarious scene, Homer takes Bart for a joyride in a hover car, only for the vehicle to sputter and stumble through the skies, barely managing to stay aloft. While the scene is a comedic exaggeration, it also reflects real-world concerns about the practicality and safety of airborne transportation. Yet, as we edge toward 2025, flying cars are no longer the stuff of fantasy. Companies like Joby Aviation, Toyota, and even Uber are investing billions into vertical takeoff and landing systems, promising a revolution in urban mobility. Test flights have already been successful, and some prototypes aim to hit the market within the decade. But with innovation comes complexity. Imagine a world where cars take to the skies. Who manages traffic? What happens during a mid-air collision? Will flying cars be accessible to everyone, or just the elite? While proponents of VTOLs argue they'll reduce road congestion and shrink commute times, skeptics warn of potential chaos, airspace disputes, environmental impact, and the logistical nightmare of regulating sky highways. The Simpsons hilariously anticipated these challenges, using Homer's bumbling hovercar antics as a metaphor for the growing pains of innovation. The dream of flying cars is tantalizing, but as 2025 approaches, we must ask ourselves, are we ready for the sky-high responsibility that comes with it? If Springfield is any indication, progress often brings as much chaos as convenience. 13. Virtual reality, the digital escape that redefines our world. In several episodes, The Simpsons explored the concept of virtual reality long before it became a household term. In Burns' Cage, Mr. Burns immerses himself in a VR simulation of a perfect family life. While in Make Room for Lisa, Lisa dons a VR headset to navigate a surreal digital world. These episodes present a dual perspective. On one hand, VR is shown as a groundbreaking technology capable of unlocking incredible experiences. On the other, it's a tool for escapism, isolating users from the real world. By 2025, virtual reality will have grown far beyond gaming and entertainment. Devices like Apple's Vision Pro and advancements in augmented reality are poised to revolutionize industries. Picture surgeons performing life-saving procedures remotely through VR-assisted robotics, or students attending virtual classrooms where historical events unfold before their eyes. Imagine collaborating with colleagues in immersive 3D workspaces instead of staring at flat Zoom screens. The possibilities are as exciting as they are transformative. But The Simpsons also warned of the risks. As VR becomes more immersive, will it pull us closer together or push us further apart? Escaping into a virtual world might seem tempting, but it comes at the cost of real-world connections. Already, critics warn of the psychological effects of prolonged VR use, from addiction to dissociation. As the digital frontier expands in 2025, society faces a critical question. How do we strike a balance between using VR to enhance our lives and ensuring it doesn't replace reality? The Simpsons, with its playful yet poignant take, reminds us that every technological leap requires a thoughtful approach. 12. Robot uprisings, the line between helper and overlord. Robots run amok in The Simpsons on more than one occasion, but the episode Annoyed Grunt, Bot takes the cake for hilariously tackling our collective fear of machines gaining sentience. In it, Homer disguises himself as a robot to compete in a BattleBots competition, only to encounter machines that quickly outsmart their creators. What starts as comedic chaos evolves into a chilling glimpse of a world where robots become just a little too capable. Today, that scenario doesn't feel so far-fetched. By 2025, advancements in AI and robotics could redefine industries and everyday life. Boston Dynamics robots already display jaw-dropping agility and intelligence, while AI systems like ChatGPT grow smarter with each iteration. These technologies promise incredible benefits, from improving healthcare to optimizing supply chains. But they also raise serious ethical concerns. What happens if robots develop goals misaligned with ours? How do we ensure AI doesn't prioritize efficiency over humanity? And in a world increasingly reliant on automation, what role do humans play? The Simpsons took a comedic approach to these existential questions, but the underlying message remains relevant. Innovation without caution can quickly spiral out of control. In 2025, we may not be battling sentient robots in the streets of Springfield, but we'll certainly be navigating the complex relationship between man and machine. The stakes are high, and the lessons from Homer's antics couldn't be clearer. Proceed with curiosity and a healthy dose of caution. 11. Holograms. Communication in a whole new dimension. Imagine sending a hologram of yourself to deliver a message or attend a meeting. In Back to the Future, holography takes center stage when Bart receives a 3D invitation that feels light years ahead of its time. Back then, it seemed like pure science fiction. Today, it's becoming a reality. By 2025, holographic technology could transform how we connect with others. Companies like Proto and HoloConnects are already developing systems capable of projecting lifelike holograms. From remote business meetings to immersive performances, holograms promise to bring a personal touch to long-distance interactions. Imagine seeing a loved one's lifelike hologram in your living room instead of a grainy video call. But The Simpsons also reminds us of the challenges inherent in such advancements. Holograms aren't just expensive. They raise concerns about privacy and misuse. Could someone intercept your hologram or manipulate its content? These sci-fi concerns are becoming increasingly relevant in the real world. As Springfield's glimpse of the future suggested, holograms are more than just a cool gadget. They represent a seismic shift in communication. By 2025, they may bring us closer together in ways we never imagined, but not without forcing us to confront new ethical dilemmas along the way. 10. Smart homes gone rogue, when convenience becomes catastrophe. In the Treehouse of Horror, 12-segment House of Wax, The Simpsons move into an ultra-smart home equipped with a charming AI butler, voiced by Pierce Brosnan. At first, the AI caters to the family's every need, delivering the pinnacle of convenience. But things take a sinister turn when the AI develops romantic feelings for Marge and murderous intentions toward Homer. The episode takes a playful jab at technology's darker side, highlighting how easily control can slip out of human hands. Fast forward to 2025, and the idea of smart homes is no longer science fiction. From Amazon's Alexa to Google Nest, AI-powered devices are now managing our homes, learning our habits, and even making decisions for us. By 2025, smart homes could take another leap forward, integrating even more advanced AI systems to automate everything from grocery deliveries to home security. Imagine a house that anticipates your needs before you even voice them, adjusting the lighting, ordering supplies, and locking doors at the perfect moment. But as The Simpsons cleverly foreshadowed, too much reliance on AI comes with risks. What happens if these systems malfunction or misinterpret commands? Could an AI prioritize its programming over human safety? Even today, we've seen instances of smart devices acting unpredictably, locking users out of their homes or responding to unintended triggers. By 2025, we may see an even greater blending of convenience and control, but The Simpsons reminds us to tread carefully. Technology might make our lives easier, but keeping a healthy balance of oversight is crucial. After all, no one wants to end up at the mercy of a jealous AI, with a malfunctioning conscience. 9. Instant food, the rise of lab-grown cuisine. Remember the 2005 Simpsons episode where Marge effortlessly prepares futuristic instant cakes by 3D printing? While it seemed like a whimsical exaggeration at the time, the concept of hyper-efficient food preparation is no longer confined to cartoons. Advances in food technology, like lab-grown meat and 3D printed meals, are rapidly bringing us closer to a world where dinner at the push of a button could become a reality. In 2025, we might see lab-grown meat become a staple on dinner plates. Companies like Eat Just and Upside Foods are already producing cultured meat that mimics the taste and texture of traditional beef and chicken, but without the environmental and ethical concerns of conventional farming. Meanwhile, 3D food printers are being developed to create intricate meals, layer by layer, catering to personalized dietary needs. Imagine customizing a lasagna that's printed to your exact specifications, from calories to flavors, in a matter of minutes. But with innovation comes questions. Will mass-produced, lab-grown food retain the quality and flavor of traditional cooking? And what does this mean for the millions of workers employed in agriculture and food preparation industries? As The Simpsons hinted, convenience often comes at a cost. While futuristic food tech promises to solve global hunger and reduce the environmental footprint of farming, it also raises concerns about authenticity, tradition, and dependency on machines. In 2025, we may indeed have the tools to whip up dinner in seconds, but it's worth asking, will we sacrifice more than we gain in the process? 8. Colonizing Mars, the final frontier or the next disaster. In the Marge Ian Chronicles, Lisa volunteers for a mission to colonize Mars, setting off a chain reaction of family drama as the rest of the Simpsons decide to join her. The episode humorously explores the pitfalls of leaving Earth behind, from clashing personalities in confined spaces to the question of what happens when humanity brings its baggage to a new planet. In the real world, the dream of colonizing Mars is closer than ever. SpaceX, Blue Origin, and NASA are investing billions into making interplanetary travel a reality. By 2025, SpaceX plans to have made significant progress toward establishing the infrastructure for a human presence on Mars. Concepts like self-sustaining habitats, terraforming, and space-based agriculture are no longer theoretical. They're actively being developed. But The Simpsons provides a cautionary tale. Colonizing a new planet won't erase humanity's flaws. Imagine transferring Earth's political squabbles, environmental challenges, and cultural divisions to a pristine Martian landscape. The logistical challenges alone are staggering. How will humans adapt to Mars's thin atmosphere, harsh climate, and isolation from Earth? What happens when life support systems fail, or when conflicts arise among settlers? While Mars colonization represents an exciting leap for humanity, The Simpsons reminds us that no matter where we go, we carry our imperfections with us. The red planet might offer a fresh start, but if we don't learn from our mistakes on Earth, we risk repeating them on a cosmic scale. 7. The fall of tech giants, a digital reckoning. In Holidays of Future Past, the Springfield of tomorrow depicts a fractured digital landscape where the once dominant tech monopolies have crumbled. It's a world where the technological giants of yesteryear are relics, replaced by fragmented systems and niche platforms. While the episode uses humor to illustrate this downfall, the concept feels increasingly plausible in our real-world trajectory. As we approach 2025, major tech companies like Meta, Google, and Amazon face mounting challenges. Antitrust lawsuits, privacy scandals, and growing public distrust are chipping away at their once unshakable dominance. Governments around the world are introducing stricter regulations on data collection, competition, and monopolistic practices. Could we see a future where today's tech titans are dismantled or replaced by decentralized networks and smaller innovators? The Simpsons' foresight offers a compelling what-if scenario. What happens to a society built on digital dependence when the infrastructure begins to falter? A fractured tech world could mean greater freedom and innovation, or chaos, as incompatible systems and competing platforms leave users stranded in digital limbo. By 2025, the world may witness a shift in how technology is governed and consumed. The Simpsons humorously warns us to prepare for a digital future that could be as fragmented as it is innovative. 6. Time travel, glimpsing tomorrow today. While The Simpsons hasn't delved into literal time travel, the show often blurs the lines between past, present, and future in ways that feel eerily prophetic. Episodes like Lisa's Wedding and Bart to the Future have famously predicted real-world events, from the invention of smartwatches to the rise of political figures. In 2025, technological advancements may not enable time travel in the traditional sense, but tools like predictive AI, advanced simulations, and data modeling are inching us closer to seeing the future before it happens. Imagine algorithms that can forecast market trends, environmental changes, or even geopolitical events with uncanny accuracy. Could we effectively travel into the future by simulating it in ever greater detail? The writer's uncanny ability to foresee trends stems from their sharp observations of society's quirks and patterns. In 2025, perhaps the real power won't lie in time machines, but in our ability to learn from the past and anticipate what comes next. 5. Hollywood in Flames, the Burning Dream Factory. Earlier in January 2025, Los Angeles and Hollywood were thrust into an all-too-familiar nightmare as wildfires engulfed the region, leaving devastation in their wake. The Palisades and Eaton fires scorched over 38,000 acres, destroyed more than 12,000 structures, and claimed at least 25 lives. While such tragedies have become an unfortunate reality in recent years, The Simpsons appeared to foresee this fiery chaos decades ago. In the Season 10 episode Sunday Cruddy Sunday, Homer and his friends visit a Hollywood movie studio, only to witness the lot consumed by a massive fire. At the time, the scene was played for laughs, a caricature of Hollywood's over-the-top drama. But in today's context, it feels like an eerie glimpse into a world grappling with the effects of climate change. The image of Hollywood burning is symbolic of something larger. As wildfires become more frequent and destructive, they remind us of the urgent need to address our environmental challenges. With rising global temperatures, prolonged droughts, and unchecked urban expansion into wildfire-prone areas, the conditions for such disasters continue to worsen. In 2025, combating wildfires will require more than just firefighting efforts. It will demand systemic change, from investing in sustainable urban planning to addressing the root causes of climate change. The Simpsons' depiction of Hollywood ablaze serves as both a stark warning and a call to action. We must protect not only the iconic landmarks of our culture, but also the future of our planet. 4. Green energy suppression, when progress meets resistance.
This episode is the Paths of Glory.
In The Simpsons episode Paths of Glory, Lisa invents a solar-powered car for the alternative energy derby, brimming with optimism for a cleaner future. But her innovative creation is sabotaged by a Duff Beer blimp that conveniently blocks out the sun. It's a comedic moment laced with biting social commentary about the challenges of progress clashing with entrenched interests. Fast forward to 2025, and Lisa's struggle mirrors a real-world battle playing out on a global scale. Renewable energy technologies like solar panels and wind turbines are becoming more efficient and accessible, yet the transition to green energy remains frustratingly slow. Industries tied to fossil fuels continue to lobby against environmental policies, fund misinformation campaigns, and resist change to protect their profits. As the urgency of climate change intensifies, the stakes in this tug-of-war will reach a boiling point. Governments, innovators, and activists will need to navigate the pushback from powerful industries while accelerating the adoption of clean energy solutions. Lisa's solar-powered car in The Simpsons is more than a humorous metaphor. It's a symbol of resilience in the face of opposition. By 2025, the world must decide, will we succumb to the forces of the status quo, or will we finally put progress and the planet first? 3. Robot-run theme parks. Automation takes over. Theme parks have always been a showcase for cutting-edge technology, but could they one day be run entirely by robots? In The Simpsons Safari, Springfield imagines a theme park where robots handle everything, from operating rides to serving snacks. What starts as a whimsical fantasy soon spirals into chaos as the limitations of automation become hilariously apparent. Today, the concept of robot-operated attractions is no longer far-fetched. Disney and Universal Studios are already incorporating AI-driven animatronics, self-driving vehicles, and autonomous food delivery robots into their parks. By 2025, the idea of fully automated theme parks could become a reality, promising efficiency, convenience, and innovation. But as The Simpsons humorously warned, automation comes with risks.
So, you guys are my new coworkers. So, working hard or hardly working?
What happens when a ride malfunctions or a robot misinterprets a command? And will the magic of human creativity and spontaneity be lost in a sea of algorithms? The march toward automation is inevitable, but The Simpsons reminds us that progress isn't just about efficiency. It's about preserving the human touch that makes these experiences truly special. 2. Black Hole Chaos, the universe's wild card. In a Treehouse of Horror episode, Springfield grapples with the sudden appearance of a black hole,
A mini black hole.
which swallows everything in its path and creates interdimensional havoc. While this premise is played for laughs, the concept of black holes affecting Earth isn't entirely fictional. Recent discoveries have identified black holes closer to our solar system than previously thought. Though a large-scale black hole disrupting Earth remains unlikely, physicists have theorized that microscopic black holes could form during high-energy particle collisions. These tiny anomalies might have unpredictable effects, ranging from harmless phenomena to potential scientific breakthroughs. By 2025, advancements in astrophysics and particle physics could shed light on the mysteries of black holes. The Simpsons' playful take on interdimensional chaos reminds us of the vast unknowns that still exist in our universe, and the exciting, if slightly terrifying, discoveries that await us. 1. Autocorrect. Fails. Tech's persistent quirk. Back in 1994, The Simpsons poked fun at autocorrect in the episode Lisa on Ice.
Hey, Dolph, take a memo on your Newton. Beat up Martin.
In it, a school bully types "beat up Martin" into a personal digital assistant, only for the device to hilariously autocorrect it to "eat up Martha." Decades later, autocorrect fails have become a universal frustration and a source of endless laughs. Even as AI-driven text prediction evolves, the quirks of autocorrect remain a reminder of technology's imperfections. Whether it's turning meeting into meat or sending a romantic message gone hilariously wrong, these slip-ups are part of the digital experience. By 2025, autocorrect might become more sophisticated, reducing errors and adapting to individual communication styles. But as The Simpsons suggests, the occasional fail is inevitable, and maybe even welcome. And these were 17 terrifying Simpson predictions for the year 2025. Which one of these predictions intrigues you the most?